So I just took a knowledge check like you guys do, and I wanted to see how it goes. This is actually the first one I've done with a lockdown browser. I've been through lockdown browser training, but I've never actually done one as a student. So I just did that, and I want to show you a couple things. I'm showing you my screen here. Back at my sort of home screen here, you see I haven't mastered all the topics of the course. Don't be alarmed by that. When I first took my initial knowledge check, I went kind of fast, and so I've taught this course 20 or 25 times. So I'm going to claim that I really do know all these topics, and it just turns out that I was going kind of fast and not worried about little details. The structures, for example, I know for a fact in the beginning for a couple of my structures I was mixing full Lewis structures and line bond structures. I didn't label all the carbons and such. Okay, so whatever. But I've been learning since then. I took another knowledge check just now, and of the something 40 topics that I learned since last time, I showed mastery of all of them except 2. And so I'm going to show you. I'm going to reports right now in ALEKS, and I'm going to show you how I figure out what that is. All right, just to kind of look at what's going on. So I'm going to come over here. See this little hamburger right here? I'm going to click on that. I'm going to click here and go to reports. Okay, the reports, we're just not going to work on ALEKS together enough for me to show you all the value that's here. But the reports are one of my favorite parts of ALEKS. So I go to reports. There's 2 pages. Okay, so it looks like my current objective I've got complete. I've showed mastery on all those things there. 119 topics total. There's 146 I think in the course. I've shown mastery of 119 or maybe 160. I forget. So we'll look at the full report later. The one I'm really looking for right now is on the 2nd page. Okay, so most recent activity I spent an hour. Looks like working on ALEKS today. All right, so here in my initial knowledge check, I showed mastery of 42%. I learned that many since then. So I've been doing a lot of ALEKS topics because I want to see, like I told you on day 1, the reason I'm not requiring ALEKS, it's not a mandatory element of the course, is because this is my first time using ALEKS in organic. I've used it in a couple other courses, but so I'm doing these topics too, right? I want to see what you're seeing when you get there, and I haven't seen any. That's not true. In the beginning, I think I saw 2 that I didn't like. I didn't like the way they were presented, and I didn't want you guys to have to do them. So on day 1, I think I got rid of 2 topics. But everything I've seen since then, I've been really happy with. So it looks like here's 2 topics, which I did not show mastery of just now. Apparently, I missed something, which I'm surprised. I really was careful with that problem there. So I'll look back later in a report, which you don't have access to, and see what I did wrong with that problem. Well, I'll see what I did wrong with both of these, but these would be topics for a student. Normally, you're learning these things for the first time, right? I'm learning them for the 10th time. So it's not going to be so interesting to me. But for you, you're going to go, oh, okay, this is great. So you learn it once, and a lot of the topics that you learn once, you're going to remember. But a lot of the topics that you learn for the first time, you're going to need to relearn, right? That's how learning goes. So this is where you're going to find those topics. They're going to be in the needs more practice section, all right? And let me show you one more thing. Let me come here, and I'm going to go into learn mode, and I'm going to go, watch this. Since I'm done with tonight's homework assignment, the one that's due, I'm going to come here. I'm going to go into everything ready to learn. Do you see what I just did there? I went into learn mode. I did this. I pulled this ribbon here, and then I clicked on this, and I clicked on ready to learn. Okay. Now there's 26 topics that are on my knowledge frontier. I'm going to come to my filters, and I'm going to go to needs more practice. Look at that. See that? Needs more practice in that filter section. And these are the 2. And I'm probably going to knock them out right away. Of course, I know these things. Thank you, honey. I know these 2 because I've been teaching it for 10, 15 years. But I'm going to pretend like I'm going to relearn, okay? So because I want to do what you guys are doing, right? I want to go through the same process. So I'm going to relearn those, and then I will work on other topics of the week. So that was in the learn mode. I will tell you, I'm going to recommend that you guys go into the review mode a lot. So if you go into review mode, then you can review any topic that you've already learned. And you would want to do that if while you're doing these things, so these are all ones I've already learned, review, I've learned 119 of them, or I've shown mastery of 119. So I would want to do that if I had been going through something. I sort of eked my way through it, or maybe got some help from a friend, or help from a video or something like that, and didn't really feel like I understood it, and I was getting ready to take a knowledge check and I want to review it. This review mode is big time helpful, super, super helpful. Okay, I think that's all I'm going to show you now. Again, I showed you reports. I went to reports, and we talked about the learn mode, and we talked about review. So I hope that's helpful. Don't ignore the value of the reports here. There's a lot of value that you can get if you spend some time on this software. Good luck.